Hi all. Hope all's well in YouTube land and beyond. No, I don't do nothing like that. I just look like some dirt was on my nose. I'm a dirt farmer, so. Anyways, hope all's well in YouTube land and beyond. It's Paleolithic Digger here, aka the Dirt Farmer. So I was planting some blueberry bushes today. 5 of them to be exact. And I know I haven't been on my rocks for a while. Here, been a long night. Got to beautify up a little bit. Anyways, I know I haven't been on my rocks for a while, and I apologize for that. Every once in a while I'll do a little something, but it's springtime, so a lot of springtime chores popped up. You know, I gotta pause. I can't always play with rocks. But I was digging those blueberry bushes, putting blueberry bushes in, like I was telling you, and there laid these 3 rocks. You know, the how should I say it? It's kind of on a hill, so erosion had kind of showed these rocks, little bits of them, you know, was poking through the dirt there where I was digging the hole, and one of them had caught my eye. One of them had made its way up out of the dirt, you know, and the other 2 you could tell they were right there near it, one together. What I'm meaning is it wasn't put together, or the totem didn't fall over and it was piece by piece. Okay, I just gave it away, didn't I? So anyways, I see this rock, and it's kind of got my eye, because I can see shit in it, and I'm like, well, damn, that rock, you know, look at the rocks right there beside it, you know. So I started kicking the dirt away and exposed both of them, and I was like, man, I like these too. They've got this pretty cool designs and shit in it, and they're all 3 the same size. They're all 3 the same type rock, and they all 3 were, I mean, an area about that big, right? Tomorrow, it got dark on me, but tomorrow I'm gonna go and see if there isn't any more right there at this spot. There was two rocks that were about the same size, but they were smaller, right? Usually every time I've had success in putting a totem together, the rocks are basically the same size. Now I've got one totem that the head on it, it's still a pretty nice size rock, but it's not as large as the 1, 2, 3 other pieces, and this is a 2-piece head, so it was 5 pieces total. But the head isn't quite the same size, and normally when you find them, the totems, they'll average in the same size, you know. So if you've got pieces of rock that's, say, this big, well, the 3 or 4 others that go along with it are going to be about that same big. You know, you're not going to get a big boulder and then a bunch of little tiny boulders to build that. They all got to be kind of equally the same size. Man, I need some beard oil and a brush. I'm looking a little rough right now. They got to be basically the same proportion, okay? So I'm digging around, and I find these 3 rocks, and I sit down on the ground for a minute. I'm checking them all out together, you know, and I'm like, man, I'm telling you what, this here's another totem. And while I was sitting there on the ground, you know, I put a piece in my hand, you know, a flat piece that I think is a base. Let me say this now. If you are lucky enough to find and put together one of these stone totems, and you got it a certain way, everything locks in, because they lock in. Remember this, that bottom piece can end up turning to be a body piece. That bottom piece can end up being a head piece, or, you know, vice versa. These totems, they lock in place. It shows artwork. Well, then you can knock the rocks down and reassemble them in a different way. They'll still lock and give you different depictions. Okay. Oh, a little side note. My last video, you remember that B box? There's two-tier B box. That I acquired. There were no directions in the box. I don't know if anybody's ever put a B box together, but there's like 1,000 pieces. Okay. I got it completely put together. I love puzzles. Took me about a day and a half with some all night long. Well, last night I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning because I was in here putting together a B box and taking care of other garden necessities. But now all I got left, as you see, is these frames. I got to finish putting the frames together, the box, the top, and everything together. Now, before I put this together the other night, was putting these together the other night, and see, these side pieces have already got pre-drilled holes. Okay. Just kept that one together. So we know that this slips into this. Okay. That goes on there. This goes on here. And then I was having the issue of, see that crack? See that crack right there? I couldn't find no other pieces of wood in the box that goes with this, you know? So it was eating at me and eating at me. And today, if you notice, let's see, I'm going to save that for a second. But if you notice, on this piece here, it's got the rail, right? There they are again, the nail holes. I could not for the life of me figure out. I'm like, there's no more wood, you know, in this box. So what I noticed was one of these sides has been cut all the way through. I was thinking, well, maybe something else slides in there. And I just couldn't figure it out. Okay. There we go. See this piece here? I figured this out this morning. Probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So what you got to do is this, again, goes back on there. This is in case anybody has lost their instructions to a B box. Alright. Then, oop, my bad. Then you've got to line this piece up that you've split off. Make it even. Let's see. Make it even in that little slot right there. Right? Alright. Oh, what did I do with my pencil? I don't know where my pencil is. This will work pointing out. Okay. So what I found out I had to do was I put a little mark right here, even with this other rail. Then you got to drop it down, come in here, and mark this little rail. Okay? Then I got to take the jigsaw. Let's see, there we go. And cut right in the center of this to right here. And cut out a little notch. And then what that does is that sits up on this ledge halfway, and then the rest of it goes down. And the rest of it drops down to this plate right here. Right? So it's notched out. It gets cut. Well, this has got to drop down. And then this gets cut right here. Right there. Even. Okay? I would show you, but they're all outside. I ain't going to run outside. So anyways, you nail this piece. You nail this piece here. You know, with it notched down at the bottom, so it'll all be even. Then the second half right here. The second half is enough to do the other side. Okay? Then that green board. This green board right here goes back in, and there is no longer a crack. It does that right there. It took me a minute with no directions and never messing with a B-box before to figure that out, but like I said, I'm good at puzzles. Alright, so I'm rambling and making this video long. So the B-box is done. I can pretty much with confidence say that I accomplished that goal. took me a minute, but so mentioning the B-box, I guess that's why in puzzles, I guess that's why I've got a knack of being able to see the locking spots on these rocks, depending on which way you end up positioning it. Okay? Give me 1 second, we're getting to that rock. We are getting to it. I was pretty stoked. Let's see, can you come in? Watch this, y'all. Look how dense that bud is. Whew. Excuse me, how dense that flower is. Okay. So, I'm just stoked, man. There's so much on these rocks. And what I'll do is I'll show it to you in one position right now, and then I'll take it apart, and I'll do a video on each rock separately, so that y'all can try to get, you know, better depictions. And then I'll do some more videos. Maybe we might even do it here in a minute. Depends on how long I get this video. I need to hurry up. So so there's a lot on this rock. I know I get you out here for the rock, and here I'm rambling on and doing something else at the moment. Here I come. Okay, almost there. But I'll tell you this, and y'all can fast forward the video to wherever I finally get to the rock, but you'll want to wait around. I swear I'm almost done. This is one of those, wow. I hope it comes up on video. because I've got it on this shelf right now, and it's, you know, part of the light. The light isn't all in this on the shelf, so I don't know if the shadows or not having the light's going to affect with some of the visuals, but here we go. I'm going to save the rest of this for the bowl. All right. Oh, here I come, people. Here I come. Bear with me one quick second. How many times did I say that? Said that quite a few times, ain't it? Okay. Oh. All right, let's oh boy, man. Wonder if I'm a. Should I turn the camera around? Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, me again. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Y'all just want to gander at that for a moment. Let me see about coming in a little closer. Holy smiley peoples. Let you just take a gander for a second. Wonder if I could get a flashlight and point out some things to y'all. What do y'all think? Let's see here. Let's do this. Bear with me for a second. Okay, not only, let's see. Okay, not only do you need to look at the perimeters to find things, right? But you could also, you gotta look, how do I say this? You just gotta look at everything. I meant, nose, mouth. See this one here? Nose, mouth. How about this one? How about this one? Let's see, let's try for another spot again. Now you remember?
Power off.
Thank you, speaker. Remember me telling you there's locking positions in different spots? Oh, wrong way, Jamie. Okay, where was I just at with that? Ah. Look at that right there. See if I can. See them three faces at the top. top rock. It's getting blurry now. I can't get that to come in. Alright, let's see here. You'll see that face? Eye, nose, mouth. How about this one? The mouth now becomes a eye, nose, mouth. Okay. How about this guy over here? Did I show that one already? Eye, nose, mouth. See here if I can. Show y'all what I meant about locking in. Let's see here. Alright. I really don't want to. Oh. Hi, y'all. Didn't mean to do that one. Okay. Almost 30 minutes. Let's see if we can get one more. Something different, okay? I was telling y'all. Remember, I was telling y'all that I could take this base, what is a base right now, and turn it into a body or a head. So let's see if we can do that real quick, okay? Let me get a little bit of inspiration here. Before we do that, let's oh, a little bit too much. How you like that? Look, so this is a chin. You can see the mouth in there, right there. Nose, eye. Shadows and angles matter a lot. See this? Eye, nose, mouth. Look at this one here. Eye, nose, mouth. Ooh, I almost dropped it. Look at here. Eye, nose, mouth. It's all in how you turn it. Look at that, boys and girls. See this whole face right here? Look at this one. Nose, eye, mouth. You see that? Well, hold on. How about this one? Eye, nose, mouth. How about this one? Got that one. Eye, nose, mouth. Didn't mean to drop it, but how about that one? Eye, nose, mouth. Then you got an animal right here. Well, big picture is what I'm talking about now. Some type of animal. Then you got another type of animal. See this one right here? What's that, people? You see the bird? Damn it, boys. Alright, let's see about. Let's see. I hope that didn't show up on film. There's a face with the headdress on. Alright, let's see how we can do this. How do I want to do this? Remember I said you find locking spots. Find out where that dang on locking spot was. Alright, where was I at with this? What if we do this? Alright, I'm gonna hit pause for a second. Well, here we are back again. See if I can get it another way. try and ponder that for a minute. Let's see what she's barking at. Okay. Now, I could put it in a bunch of different positions, but I think I've made that self-explanatory. I think I just showed each rock in each position. I'm not sure if I did or not, but I think I did. Baby girl, come here. Come. Come on. Did you not get through? Come on. Baby girl. Where you at, girl? Come. Well, I'll tell you what, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and play around with this totem a little more. Amy. Amy, come. Come. Okay, girl. I thought the beagle was going. What you doing, girl? Thought the beagle was going to get a little bit of debut, but look at that face I just found. Well, anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go. Been 45 minutes, a little over. Everybody take care. Have a good evening. Peace and chicken grease. I'm out. The Dirt Farmer.